Hey guys, welcome back to Mace Griffin. Well, it's about time that we learn what kind of science they are exactly doing here. Okay, I can see something in the test tube down there. Looks kinda weird. It's kinda hard to make it out from up here, so I guess we should better get down there. Sure looks weird though. Shit posters. Get out. This kinda looks like a broken bone, I guess. Still not really a clue. A lot of the security terminals in this part show off rooms that you kinda have already seen, so most of them really don't need to be checked out. There are a couple that can help, but yeah, overall it's not too important in this level. More data on humans here? Well, let's check out those test tubes already. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Are those scales? And hair? And tentacles? What the fuck? Excuse me, I'm trying to show off things here, would you mind? Damn security guards, they have no idea how to LP properly. That is a face. Yes, this is definitely a face. What the fuck is this even supposed to be? If it's an alien, it sure looks old. And we have also never heard of another alien race in this game so far. Okay, those canisters look suspiciously like they contain embryos. Could it be? What the fuck are they doing here? Well, the researchers here sure aren't going to tell us anything, so we better press on. This place looks a lot like a morgue, and they have things lying around here. Ugh, this thing is pretty gross. Seems like it's a younger version of the thing we saw before. Still no idea what it is. I'm kinda leaning towards it being some kind of alien. Well, let's see what the other drawers in the morgue can tell us. Those are all empty, except for some ammunition. Thank you, I'll take that. Those tentacles kinda worry me. And it looks like... is this a skice on the other arm? Like a bone blade? This thing surely is fucked up. Okay, what the fuck? Are those babies? Do they experiment on alien babies in here? Wait a minute. I wanna see that thing from the other side. You know, the face looks kinda familiar. If you take a good look at it, doesn't it look like a Velikian? Why would they experiment on Velikians? Or aliens? Or mix Velikians and aliens? I don't know. This whole thing is really fucking weird, and the more I see of it, the more I think that we should just nuke this facility in one go. Just dodging another gun turret here. I'm sure that the drawers in this morgue hold the same stuff as we saw before, so there is really no reason to deal with the turret. And this is one of the few useful camera terminals in this level. because it shows us that there is a security bot lurking ahead of us. You can actually enter the vents here, but they don't lead anywhere, just for your information. This room looks foreboding.
Hey Griffin, it means to introduce you to some friends of mine.
And suddenly we are in Dead Space. Or Resident Evil, whichever genetic monster game you prefer. Well, the sudden change is, yes, sudden. But I have to say that I actually like this level very much, because it builds up kinda slowly, but leads to one of the few legit crazy space things in this level. Like, come on, what serious space game does not have some kind of weird freaky monsters in it? Though we don't really know what's behind all this at this point, and I'm also not going to tell you. The monsters in this section actually aren't too difficult, they are more scary looking than anything. You can easily dodge their spit attack and just shoot them in the face if they want to melee you. Here I am kind of an idiot again, because I forgot how you're supposed to make this jump. Nope, that is not right. This is the way you're supposed to do it. The cutscene very bluntly showed us a new weapon dropping up here, so let's get it. This weapon is pretty weird. It has infinite ammunition, but the energy has to recharge on its own. It shoots this orange laser beam that actually does very little damage. You pretty much have to empty like half or 2/3 of your magazine to kill somebody with the beam, so it's not very useful at that front. However, if you shoot somebody with the beam and then stop it, they will collapse to the ground and need to get back up. This can give you a good window to shoot a tough enemy with a rocket, but yeah, it's very situational. Overall, this weapon is extremely useless. But that's not completely fair, because it has a hidden use in the end of the game. Okay, and we can already see that the creatures apparently are on the loose. So now we have to fight our way through what is probably utter chaos. I hope you could hear it, but most of the creatures make gross, slimy noises when they are around. I think it plays very well into the dark and somewhat scary mood that this part suddenly develops. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Also, I don't feel bad for killing freak babies. I am probably doing them a favor. Yep, the creatures are definitely on the loose. If you want, you can just hang back and let the security and the creatures look it out, but that would be kinda boring. So let's get in. Also, this one died in the perfect position for us to check it out. I'm going to do that in a second. Wow, surprise baby! Yep, that's definitely a Velikian face. And it's really fucked up. There are a lot of little side rooms with science stuff in them. I couldn't really recall if any of them had something of importance inside, so I just took a look at all of them again. Just making sure that I'm not missing anything. What a great part for a level transition. And it also changed the position of the thing inside the tank. Now be honest, did you flinch? I sure did on my practice run, I'm not going to lie. God damn it, I still think those babies look gross as hell. Fuck you. And here we have to do a little bullshit jump. I am landing it on my first try here, but on my practice run it took me like 10 or so tries, because it's real easy to jump on top of the corner instead of into the hole. And I'm also showing that you have to break a specific part of the grating. Yeah, you better run, buddy. I was thinking about killing you. Something horrible happened here. Oh no, radar, come on. I don't wanna go in there. No, I really don't. There must be another way around. Okay, time to climb into the gross murder hole. Oh hey, one of the very few grades that you can actually shoot. Isn't that nice? The plasma gun works very well against the freaks here. I guess because they are just like sacks of meat without any protection. And now I really wonder how the fuck they got in here, because this is an enclosed space. Come on, developers, pay attention. I can't say that I exactly feel bad for you, guy. You had it coming. Oh hey, what do we have here? Plasma fire. You know what that means, right? Somebody sent in the cyborgs. And this room can actually be pretty dangerous because before we only saw cyborgs on their own, but now we are going to have to deal with a group of them. And remember, their plasma guns will rip you to shreds, so it's a good idea to take this one slow and careful. Yep, their shots just melt away your shield. And this won't be the last group of cyborgs that we meet in this level. Seems like somebody wants to kill everything that's in this place and just deep six it. Probably to hide what they have done here. He deserved it too. One thing that's kinda weird is that the Senator and Mace aren't talking in this part. The Senator said that he's like on a constant comlink, so why isn't Mace telling him like, yo dude, this place is fucked up, we need to bomb it? Because that is sure what I would say. Oops, more cyborgs. And the one behind the desk is actually in a very good defensive position. You pretty much have to rush him because he will kill you in a standoff. And now comes what maybe is the hardest room of this whole level. Yep, a bunch of cyborgs hidden in the dark and behind cover. The next time you open a door, they will immediately greet you with flashbangs and plasma fire. So yeah, this is kinda challenging. During my practice run I probably died like 4 or 5 times to this. I actually killed all the cyborgs with the last explosion, but I really didn't want to take any chances. Yeah, this should give you an indication of how dangerous this room can be. And now we will leave the lab and have actually made our way to the mainframe, which was like our objective from the beginning. Sweet freedom without freaks. Well, seems like somebody is mad at us. In a few seconds this will actually become a timed segment and it's very tight. If you manage to fall off here, the Senator will actually call you an idiot. I found that to be pretty funny. Yep, this asteroid is about to explode and all the evidence will go with it if we don't take any of it with us. Don't pay any attention to the dropship, just get the hell out. And I hope that you figured out in advance where the ladder to the landing pad is, because you're fucked if you didn't. Yep, that's a pretty dumb decision. And this section is why I said in the last video that you need to have your ship in peak condition for this part. Because you have to fly out of the cavern at top speed. And since there are a bunch of rocks and turns in there, this can quickly devolve into a pinball game. Where your ship just bounces from one obstacle into another. So yeah, you need to have some health to compensate for that. I really thought that I would do much worse flying through this part, but yeah, just wait a second, it will come. Yep, and here I go. Kinda losing my orientation and crashing into everything. I have really no idea where I am at this point and where the door is that I need to fly through. But don't worry, I'm going to figure it out eventually. Yep, there we are. Well, this wasn't my cleanest escape, but it's a success, so whatever.
Medium to rare. Did you get the data?
Yes, it's encrypted, but we should be able to crack it.
As soon as you have anything, contact me.
Will do. One more thing. I took an audio recording of the Malikan you ran into. I ran a scan. His name came up as Kalo Dancing. Record showed that he was killed 10 years ago in a pirate attack on a cargo carrier called the Fortitude.
That's how we knew my name. He must have bailed in the escape shuttle.
I'll be in touch, Ranger. Take care.
Ranger, I need you back at Guild Station. Something important has come up.
Well, well, how about that? I didn't point it out earlier, but it was weird that the Velikian guy knew Mace by name. And now we also know why. Because apparently he was on the cargo ship in the first level. You may recall that there was an unidentified shuttle that left the ship before it went to shit. So yeah, as it turns out, this guy was on that shuttle. I have to say, the more leads we uncover, the more mysterious this whole thing gets. Well, that's it for this time, and I have to say that this was one of my favorite levels in the whole game. Well, see you next time, bye bye.